Trump clearly wants his base to act like the cult he knows they are and just shut up about the Epstein thing. But one person, a friend and longtime supporter of Donald Trump, doesn't think that they should comply and does think that it's looking more and more like a cult, and that's Alex Jones. So here he is lashing out with his former bud.
I don't know if he's on such a confidence trip. He's had a lot of success and been through a lot, that he thinks he's invincible and that we will all just go, okay. But there's a taunting to it. I'm like, oh, look, he makes the point that they could have altered the file. That's exactly what they do. They've done it to me. They've done it to him. Absolutely. Wow, that makes a lot of sense. Wow, Laura Trump says they're going to make it right and release whatever they can. Great, let's move on. No. My constituents are bad for asking questions, the majority of them. And your statements about, you people that bring this up don't even deserve to be involved in this movement. You are excommunicata. But if I'm being excommunicated, let me be clear, I was never in your church to be excommunicated. So you can't excommunicate me because I was never in your church. I was never in a cult.
Yeah, don't try to get one over on him on excommunicate. He looks like a guy who's probably been excommunicated from multiple churches that he actually was a part of. So don't try to do this on one that he was never actually part of. Now, look, we could get into a bit of a debate. Like, is it accurate for him to be like, hey, I've always been on the outside looking in. I was never really a part of this Trump thing. Is that the case, or is that just good branding for a guy who wants to seem independent? I don't know. Again, he is a guy who has been more willing than a lot of them to criticize Donald Trump. I guess he's also been very supportive. And even in these videos, we showed you that video, we're gonna show you another just a sec. Even in that, there's a lot of like, and you'll see it even more with Charlie Kirk, like, oh, and you've had a lot of success, and oh, you're doing great, and oh, I understand why you'd be confident. Oh boy, they do make up a lot of stuff. You know how they modified documents about Alex Jones? What are you talking about? And so there's the posturing and the bravado and the victimhood of, yeah, the deep state's always coming after me and all that stuff. But he is saying, it is wrong to tell people just because they're asking the questions that you said they should ask, that now they don't get to be a part of your little party, that is messed up. He's right to say that is messed up, whether we think he was ever a part of the cult or not. And he did say that it's a cult. He identified it as a cult. And I would say, if you're in the MAGA and you don't like it being referred to as a cult, which generally people aren't a fan of that term, this is a great opportunity to demonstrate that it's not. Even if only in this one case, if you continue to defy Donald Trump, then maybe there's something. Maybe you're not 100% slavishly just supporting your cult leader. But man, if you guys bow down on this after everything else, it isn't just a cult, it's the cult. America will have never had a cult like this in its history. Arguably, it's already the case. But this is like Donald Trump is trying to figure out if he could give you the Kool-Aid and if you'd chug it down. Like, this is the ideological equivalent of that. If you accept his dictate to shut the hell up about this, then you don't get to ever whine and complain when we refer to it as a cult. But that said, we do have more of Alex Jones attacking Donald Trump and kind of saying that like the last thing MAGA really wants to hear in this area. Take a look.
I have to say at this point, if you look at the scales here, whether it happened a year ago or 6 months ago or a month ago, stuff really started to change when Elon left with what he discovered. And I think it has a lot of credibility to what he said, that Trump's implicated here. I'm not saying it's sex abuse of kids, but definitely somehow, maybe somebody close to him. That's what I've been told, that you are compromised. And if you go with the deep state and continue down this road thinking they're going to leave you alone if you just work with them, you can already see how whatever deal you made is destroying you in lifetime. The cover-up is even worse than whatever would have come out.
I'm gonna have to disagree with a few things. I don't think the cover-up is worse than if it comes out that he was sexually assaulting kids. I think the assault is worse than the cover-up actually, but okay, agree to disagree about that. And so again, as always, Alex Jones is simultaneously like the person who's going furthest in their condemnation of Donald Trump, saying that he now thinks that he's implicated in the files. Now, he still got that defensive thing of, I mean, he definitely didn't do anything. Donald Trump definitely would not have done anything despite all of what we know about his relationships with women throughout his life. All of it pointing in the direction of like, yeah, no, it's better than a coin flip, that if he was presented with the opportunity, he would do something. Again, I can't say for sure that he did, but it's weird that he draws that line. But he does say that he might be implicated. And again, there's still defensiveness. Like, he puts the poll up of how Trump's approval rating has dropped, but he puts the Rasmussen one up. That's how you're demonstrating that his polling is going down, by going for the most biased pro-Trump poll? Okay. And weirdly, he does seem to be taking the Elon Musk side of this divorce, where he's implying that it all started to go downhill after Elon Musk left, after what Elon Musk discovered. And he sort of threw that out as like just an aside. What he means is that when Elon Musk tweeted that Trump is in the Epstein files, Alex Jones believes that that tweet was the product of Elon Musk discovering something. No, it wasn't, you dumb donkey. He just said it. He tried to say the worst thing. And again, I'm not saying that Trump isn't in the files. I'm just saying there is no reason to believe that Elon Musk saw evidence of it. Well, you think Elon Musk went into Pam Bondi's office? How would he have found it? She doesn't even know where it is. No, he did not see the paperwork or whatever. He just threw it out there. But regardless, these little quibbles aside, Alex Jones is going pretty hard against Donald Trump there. And look, he wants Donald Trump to succeed. That's how they frame this. But he's not going to pretend that what Donald Trump has been saying is weirdly aggressive towards his base. And I like it. I like to see it.